We're back at the 2024 ISC show. Capt and Steve, got a little Joey right here. Let's talk about some sturgeon fishing right quick and what's going on with the regulations and the business right now.
Well, basically what it's all boiling down to is the department is trying to change our fishery over to a lottery system, basically. Meaning like you're not going to be able to just go out there and buy a tag and be able to go and catch a fish and harvest a fish per year as we used to do.
Right.
So what they're doing now is they're trying to make it to where you'll have to buy a lottery ticket, and when you buy that lottery ticket, that right there determines whether or not if you get chosen for a lottery. We all know that a lottery, you can go years without even getting chosen. There's 45,000 tags that's generally sold per year, and out of that 45,000, they want only 13 tags to be, I guess what you say, raffled off, basically.
13 tags?
1,300.
1,300, okay.
1,300 tags. So basically what that boils down to is that out of the 45,000 people who buy tags, only 13 people will be able to harvest these fish.
Right.
And that's not going to cut it.
Yeah.
So we're asking everybody to start tuning in to these Department of Fish and Wildlife meetings, because what's going on right now is going to kill off our business.
Right.
All the charter boats is going to kill them off, because ain't nobody going to want to go with one person. Say you won a lottery tag. Just say Joey won a lottery tag, but he got 5 other buddies. Him and his 5 other buddies ain't gonna want to go on my boat with me if only Joey didn't harvest the fish.
Yep.
Everybody else has to release their fish. That's gonna kill it all the way off. So what they're basically saying is that by doing that, that's a guaranteed way for the department to keep a 4% retention rate down to only 4%.
Okay.
So what that 4% is based off of is there was 45,000 tags sold in 2022. Well, out of that 2022, only 30% of those tags were turned in. So out of that 30%, the 4% of that, basically, which they really giving you a little bit more leeway than the 4%, the 30% is the 1,300 tags, okay? So what we're actually trying to push hard for is we'd rather do something different than that, something better. Because we know that the data right now is kind of like inaccurate, that they're basing this upon, but they're going with the best thing that they got to go by right now. And what we're asking for basically is to see if we could do an emergency regulations extension for another year or 2.
To get some real-time data.
Real-time data, exactly like you just said. So that we could be a part of this pit tag program that the department is wanting to start up, which we're saying, let's get that going now. It's the beginning of the year. We start working with the biologists where they can show us how to pit tag these fish. That way, once we start pit tagging these fish, we can get a better estimate of what kind of fish is actually out there, because we're catching these fish left and right.
Yeah.
How many fish days are we having per day, basically?
7 to 20 fish days.
All day long.
All day long.
All day long, and this is all of us. And basically, you could call the guys up out of Pittsburgh, I guess you could probably just say, we are the real ones who really, really put it down and really get it in. Every day, everybody up in our area really are hitters. We all get these fish regularly. We all see it. Right now, what's going on? So we got emergency regs kicked in. What is it? 2 fish per boat?
42 to 48.
Right. So that's already hurting our business as it is. So we're asking for the general public to get in there.
We need people to get involved.
Yes.
Really
We
involved.
need people to come stand behind us, stand up behind the charter boat captains, and come put your 2 cents in. Stand behind us as this fight, because we're going to get somewhere with this, but we need your guys' help. We need people to come stand behind all of us, and come put your 2 cents in, come talk, come put your feelings out.
Here's my question. Who's behind all this shit? Who's behind the closure? There's somebody behind all this. Somebody's leaning towards the left, towards the right.
Well, it all comes. It's a number of different people, but it's all through the Department of Fish and Wildlife.
Okay.
Then it's up to them to like talk with the commissioners, come up with something where everybody can be in agreement with, and it's been pretty tough. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're working with us and they're trying. It's not like they're scrutinizing against us, trying to act like we're the problem, because we're not the problem, and they know that. But we're trying to work with them to try to make it better. At the end of the day, let's just say our end goal is all the same, just from different approaches. That's basically where it is.
And everybody out there, that's saying it's the charter boats' fault that, they did these emergency regulations, you're wrong. It isn't just us. It's a lot of state of California losing ground on this fishery for many years, and now it's being boiled down to the easiest person to be blamed. So instead of getting online bashing all of us captains and bashing everybody out here that's catching these fish, why don't you actually do something to get behind us?
Yeah.
Let's figure this all out as a big team and not fight against each other and talk a bunch of smack online. There's no need for that. We all need to be united. We all need to stick together and make something work. And this lottery system isn't going to work, and we all know that.
No.
Our businesses will shut down. There's multiple captains that are already selling rigs, moving out of state. We need to keep these people that have been here for generations. I'm 25 years old, and I'm seeing captains working at grocery stores to feed their families because of this lottery system. That's going to happen. That we all need to get behind each other again and fight back against everybody that's pushing this agenda, and get the system right and get some real-time data so we could serve some real numbers.
Yeah, because that's actually what's happening right now.
We're going off of old data from 5, 6, 8 years ago. That's not the right thing. These people aren't out fishing daily like us. They drag in areas with their nets and stuff that the fish aren't there in this time of year. They need to come out and they need to see what we're doing. We need to push this agenda. We need you guys to come stand behind us. That's what we need.
We do need that. So basically what we're asking is for guys to make sure that they're turning in their sturgeon report cards, number one.
You got till January 31st, by the way.
Yeah, make sure you get them in there, because like I said, all of this has arisen because of the 30% of report cards that was turned in from out of 45,000 in 2022.
Right.
So that already is saying right there that there's a problem there. So here it is, 2023 just passed us up. You guys still got a chance to turn in your report cards to the 31st of this month, and we're encouraging everybody to. And I'm sure you guys, all of you guys who ever purchased a report card, you're getting an email right now from the Department of Fish and Wildlife. I'm sure everybody's getting it. We'll respond to it. Turn in your report cards, because that right there is data that's needed for current status right now that's going on.
And a lot of questions we're getting is, well, what if we didn't catch a sturgeon this year? It doesn't matter. You need to turn in your tags. You need to show that, we need to show that the public is getting involved in turning in their tags. The rate's super low. And we need to get that risen to make it help.
Absolutely.
For our numbers.
Absolutely. And it's going to make the difference. Right now, they're trying to decide on the new regulations for 2025, and the next meeting hasn't been determined exactly. I think they may do an agenda just strictly solely on sturgeon fishing, and when that does come up, I'm sure that it will be announced and we will put it out there. But we need all of you guys to tune in and be a part of this to help us out with this, because if you want the fishery to go from where it was to what they're trying to do right now, which is the lottery system, is going to definitely be a problem. And I don't think you'll ever get it back once it goes to that. So if it goes to that, you might as well kiss it goodbye, because I've never seen anything go backwards to the way it was.
Yep.
Even if they end up finding out, once we start doing the studies and everything, which we already do one study amongst all captains, but once they start doing the pit tagging and everything, even if it goes to prove that there's 100 to 200,000 fish out there or whatever, we'll still never get it back.
And I'm going to encourage a lot of you guys to to get involved with the NorCal Guides Association. Pay your dues, get involved. We're always looking for people to help out, spokesmen, whatever you guys want to do to come help out. Pay your dues, come back up, all of us guides. And I just want to give a big shout to James Stone and James Smith,
Absolutely.
and all the other captains that have been fighting with us, and all of our clients that show up to meetings. It doesn't go unseen. We see you guys, and we just encourage you guys to show up to meetings, voice your opinions, what's going on, and get dialed in with us.
Yeah, and just like you said, shouts out to James Stone, James Smith. They're really fighting hard, but not just us as guys, but all you guys out there that want to sturgeon fish. They're fighting for the right for you to have that right to still be able to catch these fish and be able to retain them. And
for the people.
Yeah, for the people. We probably won't never get back to 3 fish harvest because they want to keep the retention rate down to 4%. But I guarantee you, we'll still be able to harvest fish. And if you guys want to make this happen, step it up, be a part of it.
Right.